Hi, this is Chris Dennis. Thank you for visiting the Radio Exe website. Here's part one of a chat I had with Joss Stone at our Exeter studios on the launch day of Radio Exe. So it's day one of Radio Exe, your brand new radio station for Exeter, Mid and East Devon, and for months I've promised you would come in, and you thought, she's never going to. Well, she's here. Joss Stone is here.
Hello.
It's been ages, mate. It's lovely to see you.
It's lovely to see you too.
Thank you so much, because you're on your way to London.
Yes.
And as a real favour to me, you thought you'd come in on
pop in
day one of the radio station.
Yeah, it's exciting.
It is exciting. Thank you for being here for the launch. And you're so loyal, not only to me, but to Exeter.
Oh, well, I love it here. You know, it's my home, isn't it?
People always think you moved away, and we used to talk about this a lot at another radio station.
Every now and then people do still say, so how's your mansion in LA then? I'm like, I don't have one. But yeah, no, I love it here. I never leave. It's great.
You're a good girl. Now, you're always doing your bits at Mama Stone's up the road, normally unannounced. And I always get people say to me after, you know, Joss, don't you? Why didn't you tell me she was going to be there? And I said, because I didn't even know.
I get that a lot. I get in trouble. Like, really? You went and you sang a gig with Dave Stewart and you didn't even tell me? Well, the thing is that we don't know that we're going to do it until we're doing it a lot of the time.
Yeah.
So we just go in. The great thing about Mum having a club is that I've always got somewhere to go sing if I feel like it, if I fancy it.
And is it really just
quite nice.
Is it really just that you'll get up one morning and you think, you know what, I really fancy it tonight?
Yeah, sometimes, yeah. And the thing is, there's a great band. The house band is just brilliant. I mean, they are so good. I've taken them to do a couple gigs actually around the country. So really, you know that it's going to be good quality. And it's not going to be embarrassing.
And you were there.
I might embarrass myself, but they won't embarrass me.
And you did New Year's Eve?
Yes, I did, but I actually forgot until you just said that I did sing. What did I sing? I don't know.
You were on YouTube singing something.
Was I?
Yeah.
In a suit. It was Blues Brothers night, and I always go there for New Year's because I want to be with my mum New Year's.
Yeah.
So the theme was Diamond Divas and Blues Brothers, I think. So I decided to go to Blues Brothers.
So did you go as a guy with the hat and the suit?
Yes, I did. I loved it. It was great. It was really good. Incognito.
Okay, so how incognito can you be when you go into that venue? Because I guess there are going to be people who wander in there. They know your mum is part of it, and they think, oh, I wonder if Joss will be in tonight.
Well,
and then when you're actually there, what happens?
Well, you know, most people are really chill, but my mum is quite protective.
Yeah.
So if someone would ask me for a picture and she wasn't to see it, then I'd be like, okay, yeah, let's have a picture. But if she sees it, I swear to you, she'll be on you like a shot.
Really?
It's quite funny, yeah, 'cause she's like, this is her home, leave her alone. So she won't let anyone take a picture of me. So we have to kind of sneak around the corner, which is always quite fun.
But you're in a club where boozy's flowing and people are...
She looks after me, it's nice.
Inhibitions go out the window when people have had a drink, and I'm sure some people lean on you a bit more than they should.
Yeah, but it's fine though, they're all really friendly, so it doesn't matter.
So it's like your second home, Mama Stone's?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, my first is, you know, the other side of the motorway. But
Yeah. And are you still at the same place?
Yeah, same place, same house. Still working on my house. Takes ages.
So lately, very much, I think your star is rising up again and again. Yeah, that's how I see it from the outside. Because, of course, the stuff with Dave Stewart and Super Heavy and the recent solo stuff and really good press and reviews.
It was fun, yeah. We've had a good time. We've made some good music. I mean, it's been very creative time with Super Heavy. That was very creative. So many styles in one album is amazing to do and very interesting to hear.
Super Heavy, you're going to tour, you're going to do more stuff, or was it a one-off project?
I think it was just a one-off kind of creative project. It's out there now and people can, you know, listen to it and enjoy. But no, I don't think we can tour because there's 5 of us.
Yeah.
We're all doing our own thing. And I mean, getting us together for the 2 weeks that we had to record.
Was that all?
And then another 2 weeks we had down the line.
Yeah.
But that was like practically impossible doing it.
Yeah.
So imagine a tour. I think we'd have to organise it like 2 years in advance or something to get everyone in the right place.
Now, I know that one of the few people who left you starstruck was James Brown. How did you feel about being in the presence of Mr. Michael Jagger? How was that?
It was good. Oh, goodness me, he was very funny. He did make me laugh. Yes, he is a very interesting chap, as most people are when they're that brilliant.
Yeah.
They've always, like, kind of... You've got to suck up as much from them as possible because they're just so giving with all of their creativity. He gave me a book of Shakespeare because he's very knowledgeable. He's a very, very clever guy. He knows, like, where certain words come from. we were talking about the word soul, and he was like, well, actually, that derives from a French word and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, and all this stuff. I'm like, wow, how do you know all that? And then there was a lyric in there, in one of the songs called There's the Rub. And that was from a Shakespeare book. So he's just constantly teaching. Very interesting fellow, I have to say.
Yeah, well, of course you did a bit of acting recently, and that was quite sort of high and mighty, wasn't it? So maybe you could have thrown that in.
Yeah, I could have. I could have told him all about Anna Cleves. Not that he would, not know that already.
What about the whole acting thing? Is that going to come around again? You're going to do any more of it?
Well, I hope so, Chris. I do like it. I had a lot of fun doing it. I don't know how good I am at it, but I definitely had fun.
It's so mad, isn't it?
I don't know.
Since I last seen you, it's been a couple of years. You've done so much. I mean, just so much. You haven't just stuck to Joss Stone, the solo artist.
No, I get bored. I want to do different things, I want to create in many different ways.
So tell me about Dave Stewart. I mean, the whole thing with Dave Stewart, did that come before Super Heavy?
No, actually, Mick and Dave, I met together when they were making the Alfie soundtrack when I was about 16, 17, something like that.
Oh, you know them a while.
So I'd met them anyway, and they were always really sweet to me ever since. And I sang with Mick on a Stones tour. And then, years from then they asked me to do Super Heavy. But no, Dave and I have made an album since Super Heavy called LP1 in Nashville. Mm-hmm. He's great. He's the perfect person for me to be around when it comes to
Isn't he a hypochondriac, did I read somewhere? That he's a real hypochondriac?
No.
Did you not know that?
Is he?
Supposedly.
I don't know about that. Maybe. I'll ask him.
Okay.
He puts peroxide in his ear to get better from colds. And I told my grandma, and
peroxide
she flipped.
in your ear?
She was like, you can't do that. You must tell Dave he's not allowed to do that. Yeah, he's got funny little tricks, and he always has a martini at the end of every day. And
how classy.
Yeah, it's very classy. And, there's no idea that he won't kind of have a go at.
Okay.
If you come up with something a bit crazy and a bit mad, he's like, okay, let's do it. So, I mean, when he says let's do it, he doesn't mean let's do it in a week. He means let's do it in about 10 minutes.
Oh, really?
So, so we run outside and we'll make a crazy video and, it's just fun. His life is fun. And that's how I want my life to be, just like his,
And you brought him to Exeter. You brought him to Mama Stones. Was that hard to talk him into that?
No, it wasn't. That's the thing. He's great. I said, Dave, we made LP1. That was really fun. We went to Nashville. Why don't we make an acoustic record where just you and I play on the record?
Yeah.
Bearing in mind I play nothing. Well, I mean, I only sing.
Greatest instrument of all.
So that was interesting.
Yeah.
So, we're just you and I write the songs and then we make the music. So it's very empty.
Yeah.
So I said, come to my house, because I've got like a little cottage. It used to be a pig shed. My mum made into a cottage.
It used to be a pig shed.
Yeah.
Sounds so appealing.
Yeah. Well, it's nicer now. It's not a pig shed anymore.
Okay.
So we set up the studio in there and we just made music for a week. That's when Dave came to Mama's.
Okay.
So, and we thought, we've made all these songs. Should we go sing them at your mum's club? He goes. I said, yeah, all right. So off we went.
And you did Eurythmic stuff as well, didn't you? A couple of Eurythmics numbers.
I was worried about forgetting the words because that Missionary Man?
Yeah.
There's a lot of words in that. It's very wordy. So I was so scared of forgetting the words.
Are you good like an actor is at remembering lines? Can you listen to a song through a couple of times and pretty much get it?
I can remember them for a period of time. So when I'm singing a cover, if it's a performance live, I usually just learn it like a day before. Because then I'll retain the information, and then as soon as it's done, I let it go. I couldn't tell you the words anymore.
Wow.
But it's a good thing. But you can't fill up your head too much. You've got to kind of leave space. That's why you have to let it go. Sounds a bit ridiculous, but it is true.
Is it right that you and Dave are going to tour the States now?
Yes, we're going to tour in March. It's the More Love tour.
How you feeling about going out? Because you haven't been on a proper tour for a little while, have you? Like a big tour?
No, not really. We've done bits and bobs. I've just been making a lot of music since I left EMI. I kind of use that as, I don't know, I feel like I need to spread my wings because I'm allowed to. Yeah. Because I'm in a position where I'm actually allowed to sing whatever I want to sing with whomever, whenever. I think, God, I've got to do it. So that's what I've been doing. I've just been making random music. I'm making a reggae album at the moment with my friend Johnny. I made Colour Me Free with Johnny.
Because Miracle Worker, Super Heavy's like a reggae track.
Yeah,
and that works so well with your voice. And I
Damien actually was the one who inspired it.
Yeah, I love that track. And we went so big on that track here at this, this station. Or should I say the old station? Of course, we just changed today to Radio X. When we were Exeter FM, we played Miracle Worker a lot.
Oh,
Another track we played a lot was Somehow.
Oh, really?
Which is great track.
Cool. I'm glad you like that one.
But I think British radio was all over Somehow.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Aww,
yeah, because
nice.
you know, I go and look at what all the other radio stations are playing, and wasn't it great, you know, to see you getting mass radio play again in the UK? About time.
Yeah. No, it is nice. It's nice when people like it.
But I know you're not altogether bothered about that. I know it doesn't bother you that much.
I do think it's nice. It's very sweet when people like it, definitely.
But having #1
But I'm not going to, like, you know,
no.
kill myself going crazy with promotion, because it's really like sometimes you get so deep. Well, I have done in the past. You get so deep into the promotion of a record that you actually realise, hang on, I haven't sang for like a month. All I've done is done photo shoots and talked and walked down red carpets, when really I'm a singer.
Yeah.
So I should be singing, really. So you just have to kind of reel it in and decide. So I've made my decision. I just sing. And if people like it, they'll play it.
Did you find that working with Dave and working with Mick has kind of regenerated a lot of interest in you again, though?
Oh, probably, yeah. You know how that goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
So what about British tour? You're going to do some American dates. Can you see yourself actually putting down, I don't know, 26-date theatre tour?
In England?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Why?
Well, the thing is, you know what happens every time I come to England? Everybody starts being, like, crazy. So I play at my mum's club, and that's where I play.
Such a shame.
That is where I play. It's the end.
Such a shame.
I know. Maybe I will one day. It really just depends. Because the thing is, I know it sounds ridiculous, and it's hard for people to relate to it.
Yeah.
But my home is England, and I want to keep it that way.
Yeah.
And I want to enjoy living at my home, and I want to be able to walk outside and not feel uncomfortable with people kind of staring or whatever.
Yeah.
But when I go away, if I'm travelling around the world, every other country in the world, it's not my home. I'm just working there, and I'm visiting.
Yeah.
And I can leave. So I can create that kind of environment. If I go to Brazil and everyone's like, crazy, you know, it's wonderful. But I wouldn't want to live in that.
No.
I think it's a massive compliment. It's really nice that they love it.
Yeah.
But do you really want to live in that?
Yeah.
No. So I keep my home, and my work. So really, I sing at my mum's place. So if people want to see it, they should come down to my mum's.
Are you saying you wouldn't sort of welcome big success in Britain like you had with You Had Me and all the early stuff and Super Duper Love, if all that kind of success came around again?
If it happened just by itself, that would be really a massive compliment to the music I'm making.
Yeah.
But I don't
You're not
know
gonna chase it.
No, I don't. I know that sounds really ungrateful, but
no, it isn't.
The way I think about it actually works out for my happiness.
Okay.
And for, like, if I have kids and, you know, if I want to walk my dogs and not be a nervous person.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
You know? And now, hey, we've got planes and trains. Come on, we can travel.
And you mentioned Brazil just now. Of course, you did Rock in Rio, didn't you?
Oh, yeah. God, that was mad. I love it.
I saw, again, you know, Facebook and YouTube and Twitter is a wonderful medium for keeping you abreast of what everybody's doing in the world. And suddenly I know more about you than I ever did before.
It's crazy, isn't it? All this
and there was a clip on Facebook, on your fan forum or something, of you at Rock in Rio. And I thought, oh my God, look at that.
Oh, really? Was there a clip?
Yeah, there was a video clip of it, and I just looked at it. I thought, look at that crowd.
I know, it's mad. So many people.
That's a big event, isn't it?
Yeah, it was massive. I played in Portugal last year.
Yeah.
And it was huge. Sometimes I shock myself. I'm like, what the hell is going on? There's so many people. Oh, thank you very much.
Someone's just brought Joss a cup of tea.
Oh, it's nice.
Have you noticed that's one cup of tea that's coming here? Because it's for you, nobody asked me.
Yeah, where's yours?
They don't care about me.
Oh, dear.
What the heck? Now, ages ago, and how I know Joss, it is at another radio station that I used to work at. You came in with me, and we did an 8-part radio series.
We did.
Called Peace, Love and Music.
And that was fun.
Which was a couple of years ago now.
I'd love to do your job, Chris. Honestly, it's great. You get to listen to so much music and have a chat.
Yeah, you do.
So that's why we should do it again.
No, definitely should do it again. And you say you'd love to do my job for that reason. You know what? When I was growing up, I always talked too much, and I love music. And I thought, what can I do?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, exactly.
So I used to be a drummer, and I sold my kit because I thought, well, you know, you can't really drum on your own.
Did you really used to be a drummer?
Oh, yeah.
What kind of music did you play on?
R&B, soul, funk,
nice.
jazz.
So you got good taste. Yeah. Like it.
Anyway, got rid of the drums and here I am now. So I thought, well, I can do this on my own.
Yeah,
so yeah, DJ's great fun. But yeah, we've talked about doing it again. And of course, Joss is really, really busy. But whenever she has some free time,
I hope I can do it this year.
Even if we just do a 1 hour.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
Peace, Love and Music, the sequel. It's back, but at another station.
Yeah.
Yeah, the new Radio Exe, which of course it's launch day today, and bless you for coming in. And to hear the second part of my chat with Joss Stone, visit the Radio Exe website next week.
You've been listening to a podcast from Radio Exe. Visit radiox.co.uk for more.